YouTube, what is good, man? It's your boy BJ. As you guys can see, I had a lot going on in the month of May. My brother came in town with 2 of his fighters for an MMA event, so showcase a little bit of that in the beginning of the video. But as you can see, also have recording sessions going on, as well as programming a live show that I played in Atlanta with a new homegirl of mine, Issa. So shout out to her for giving me the opportunity to jump on board and play the show with her. But pretty much going to show you guys the background work that went behind the scenes of like getting everything programmed and all that stuff, and getting to rehearsal. So let's check in and let's get to it. Oh man, yo, good morning YouTube. It's like 8:30 right now. I'm about to head to Hendersonville for rehearsal number 1 of the show I have coming up in Atlanta. So I have to pack up all the stuff real quick, my interface. I got to bring a kit as well. So I'm about to hurry up and try to load this stuff in the car. May not have time to get footage, me loading up because time crunch right now. But once I get there and get set up, I may get some rehearsal footage. So I'll see you guys once I make it to Hendersonville and get all this stuff situated. All right, guys, so at rehearsal number 1, I didn't really get any footage while Issa was there, but we pretty much did a little bit of band rehearsal when she left, and Jarren just pretty much covered the vocals part. So I'm going to show a few clips of that real quick, and then I'll check back in after. So yeah, guys, that concludes rehearsal number 1. Main focus of the first rehearsal was making sure that we had the tracks lined up and synced, and that I had the metronome going. So all that stuff was working. However, we did get into some like troubleshooting stuff that I'm going to explain in this next clip once I'm in the car, with like a post rehearsal I guess rundown from how I felt like in that moment. But all in all, it wasn't a bad first rehearsal. They had already played the tunes before, so I was coming in pretty new, so just learning some of the hits and arrangements that they had, but got that solidified. So I'm gonna let you guys hear this post rehearsal rant kind of. Here we go. Yo, what's good YouTube? Checking in, driving back to the crib. So rehearsal went pretty smooth. Pretty much the only thing is with me running Logic for live shows, like I know people do it, it was just giving me a hassle with pretty much adjusting things on the fly and needing that and needing the ability to do so. So I'm pretty much going to go ahead and pull the trigger and buy Ableton. One of the guys that's playing the show with us, that's his main DAW, so I'm going to get some help from him in terms of like setting up the show. But definitely just need something that will be just way more, I guess, user friendly. So like I said, it's very valuable to use Logic, but there are just some things where it's just like quick adjustment here, quick adjustment there, being able to just start song from where I needed to. And like I said, it's definitely possible. I know guys that do it and have done it at a high level for sure, but this is kind of like future proofing, but also like something I've been needing to do for a while and I put it off. So kind of ramble for a minute, but it's a quick update as I'm driving back to the crib now. I'm probably gonna get some food, but that's how first rehearsal went. So yeah, we have another one on Monday, and then we head to Atlanta on Wednesday. So I'm gonna cop Ableton, like I said, gonna dive into that, and yeah, then knock this show on out. So rehearsal went pretty smooth, like I said, but that's where we're at with it. So check in with you guys next time. So I was trying to clear out space on my computer. My messages had a crap ton of attachments, so had to delete some of that stuff to try to make room for Ableton while we were watching the playoffs. But also while I was doing that, the homies were having a session downstairs. So yeah, going to explain what happened in this next clip, and yeah, you'll see. All right, guys, you can see your boy still in Logic. Just looking at those prices of Ableton was not it. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay in my DAW and we're gonna rock out with it. So pretty much I'm just making my intros longer so I have more space for counting And then I did see something called a meta input, something like that, but pretty much it's like an auto stop that I can just assign to the track. So I'll have to shift everything over, but that's pretty much it. So I went on that long tangent earlier talking about Ableton, which I still am going to get in the future, but for right now I'm like, bro, that joint price was a little crazy. So like I said, just going back over and doing my intros, like making them a little longer, easier to set up, and we should be good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna get through it, and then yeah, that'll be that. So today is Saturday, doing all my cues as well. So I'm gonna make this a little easier on myself, making sections, labeling, all that stuff, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like at the end, once I get everything labeled. Yo, YouTube. So quick little update. This is the configuration now. So pretty much what I'm gonna do, instead of running XPDSX or anything like that, pretty much I'm just gonna control markers and all that stuff with the pads on my MPK Mini. Had this joint forever and literally forgot about it, and I was like, it's literally perfect for what I need to do. So I'm in the middle of setting up my markers right now. So pretty much the way I have everything set up is actually about to go to the store too, so just so I can have some markers to remember it like visually. But I'm just using my pads. I'm not using the keyboard, just the pads. So I have play on this one, stop is on this one, stop to go back to the beginning, and then I triggered it to where I can go to different marker points. So if I want to go to the next marker, I can just hit this one, and then that's how I'm going to get around my song. So I'm going to keep adding markers. So previous marker, next marker, previous marker, next marker, and it's bouncing back around. So like I said, play, starting. So I still gotta add my cues and all that, but that's the plan as of now. So about to go get some of that little neon tape or whatever you can see, just as a visual for me, just to remember. Honestly, at this point, I could set it up to where each song could be a pad, so where the marker would be, and I just keep doing it like that. But I think it's gonna work just to keep going to the next marker and going back. So I think I'm just gonna set it up to where it's 4 pads that's triggered on the MPK Mini. I'm gonna have 4 of those, and then keep it simple like that. So I'm gonna give myself a little more leeway with how much space I have, so when songs end, I'm not like rushing to hit the button. But yeah, other than that, I think that'd be cool. So about to run to the store, see if they have some of that tape, and then I will be back to label that. And then I'll finish up mapping out the session, and then that'll be that. So yep, quick little update. All right, guys, so after a lot of running around, finally got the tape. So yeah, this is like the janky setup I have for right now. This joint's kind of not staying, but all good. So you guys can see sticks better definitely down here. So I'm trying to figure out how I can probably go about getting this joint to stick, probably on the side somewhere. I'll get it figured out, but this is like the main gist of it. So play, stop, go back to previous marker, and then the next one. So oh, my camera is super dirty. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, like I said, play to start.
Intro 2, 3, 4.
And then we're in. So
verse 1, all in 2, 3, 4.
All that good stuff. Why is the joint not coming out? Good morning, guys. It's the next day. So as you can see, I'm like halfway done with it right now. I added all my cues and all that good stuff. Finally figured out what was wrong yesterday why I couldn't get my tracks to come through. I literally just had to turn the Apollo up. So yeah, but got it going pretty good. So like I said, pretty much I'm starting with this button here.
Intro 2, 3,
that's my
4.
Intro button. To stop it, I'm hitting this pad here. To go back to previous markers, this pad. So it's jumping back between songs. Then this one is letting me move forward to the next song. So yeah, pretty thrilled. Came out pretty good. So
intro 2, 3, 4.
But yeah, that's how going about doing this. So yeah, it's working out. I said halfway there with the programming. Gonna finish this up. Also, I don't have to stop each track, so these little MIDI tracks here that stop. What you do is you add a meta event. So yeah, added my meta event and just turned it to stop playback. So that's all I had to do. So the number there is 52. Just set up a MIDI marker and I put it at the end of the song. So I don't have to manually stop it. It works as an automatic stop. So as soon as the song gets to that marker, it'll stop by itself. I'll hit next for my next marker and then hit play and then I'm in. So
Intro.
yeah, that's how it works. And that's gonna be the configuration. So and we are finally done. So this is the final look of the session. Just finished the last song. So the set list is 10 total. 2 we're not doing. I still ended up mapping the Careful song, even though we're doing that instrumental just in case she wanted to change anything last second. I would still have it already mapped out. So yeah, pretty much just finished it. So all my cues and stuff are working. So all my markers, pushing everything back. Play. Good to go.
Intro 2, 3, 4.
Working. And then just skipping to the next song in the set list as I go. And yep, so finally finished. Yo, good morning YouTube. It is Monday morning and day 2 of rehearsals. I said day 2, the second rehearsal. So about to pack up all the stuff once again and head over to the rehearsal spot and then go through the last run through for the show on Wednesday. So yeah, about to, like I said, pack everything up. Should be good to go. And then I'll see you guys at the rehearsal spot. And that wraps up rehearsal number 2, guys. So you can see the overview of the kit and kind of how I'm configuring everything. But next time you see me, it'll be the morning of the show. So let's get it. Yo, YouTube, top of the morning. It is show day. I am currently packing my bags and loading up the car for everything to go down to Atlanta. Pretty much all my gear is pretty much ready to go. At this point, I'm just packing like clothes and stuff. So yeah, once I get all this stuff loaded up, I'm going to ahead and get breakfast and then we're going to hit the road. So yeah, looking forward to it today. Hope you guys enjoy the journey, and I'll check in with you guys, I guess, either after I get food or once I make it down to the A, either or, whichever one happens first. So let's get it. Yo, as you guys can see, we are loaded down. Got a lot of stuff in the back too. Crazy enough, I think at last rehearsal, I can't remember if I got my clutch or not, but I literally keep a Gibraltar quick release clutch, like brand new in the package room within the closet. Like, favorite clutch of all time. Literally makes my life so much easier when it comes to setting up and tearing down. So yeah, got that. About to get gas real quick and then we're about to hit the road and head to Atlanta. So I will see you guys once I make it down to the A. Ooh, bro, it is so hot out here. But yeah, just pulled up to the studio, so everything loaded, ready to go. I'm just waiting on pretty much everyone else to get here, and then we'll load in. So I don't know how quick the loading session is going to be. Like, I don't know if I'm having enough time to like record everything as I'm going through it. I'm going to try to, but yeah, like I said, we'll see. So about to go ahead and get out and load in, and then we'll go from there. So all right, guys, so finally got to set up. Luckily, when I walked into the studio, the kit was literally already ready to go. They asked us prior, pretty much before we got there, anything that we needed just to get them a list, and they got it for us. So they let me choose from an array of kits that they had. I went with the Yamaha Stage Customs. So shout out to the engineer that was helping me get mic set up, and already had the kit set up and ready to go. Funny enough, speaking of that, you guys will see later in the show, like I said, I got through Soundcheck perfectly fine with my kick drum not moving. However, after the show, we came to the realization that my legs were not indeed locked down. So I was dealing with the kick drum moving the whole time, but of course it didn't do it during Soundcheck, and you guys will see that now. So yeah, got through Soundcheck. Kick drum did not move at all. So yeah, but this is the overview of the kit. Like I said, I ran with the Yamaha Stage Customs. Had the rig set up to where I had everything on my side table that I needed. Yeah, so here's Jarren's rig, and then my boy Erik was on bass and key bass. So yeah, this was the stage view that I had. Pretty comfortable setup, honestly. Everything was in reach for me. So once we got done with that, we kind of just chilled out and waited on I guess different executives or different people from the label to arrive. So oh yeah, didn't even mention this, Issa actually didn't reach out to me, her management did. She found me on Instagram, and that's how I actually got connected. And so with all of that, this is pretty much like a label showcase. So she was pretty much just playing a set list for a label that was interested in signing her. So was glad to be a part of it. But after we did sound check and all that and waited on them to get to the studio, we pretty much just walked around and kind of just saw what all they had to offer. But you guys can see the Stage Customs. Those things were very cozy, I'm not gonna lie. Yamaha has kind of been a favorite of mine here as of late. But you guys can kind of see behind this soundproof wall over here, they have a lot of drum kits. Like I said, they let me choose. But yeah, pretty much gonna let you guys see the show now. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's go.
And we're super excited to play these songs for y'all. Some of these songs are out, and a lot of them are unreleased. So it's gonna be a good time. Band, are we ready? I appreciate it so much. Give it up.
All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up the show. So as you can see, finally getting to tear down the kit. Well, not the full kit, but everything that I had. So all my drummers know the pain of pretty much having to tear down everything that we have. But in addition to running tracks and all that, shout out to DI boxes and cables galore. So that's what I was doing. But pretty dope thing happened once we got done. The owner of the studio gave us a tour of the entire studio, so I'm going to show you guys that. Appreciate it. Oh, that's fire. What's good, G? Appreciate you, G. Yes, sir. Alright, it's dope. Hate to see me coming, bro. Oh, that's super dope.
Oh, that's tight.
Fire. Sheesh.
Yeah, man. Gene Simmons signed that once. Went an inch and erased it.
Oh, that's wild.
Are you serious? Motherfucker went to clean that shit with Windex or some shit and fucking erased his autograph. Oh. It was like right here under his boot. You know, it was like this big ass fucking autograph.
Oh, I know he was pissed off.
I walked in one day and I went,
Gone. Says OD.
right. So when we were kids in the 70s, that shit was like on the edge. Yeah. And so the parents got really upset about it.
Like, oh, this is just a smudge.
Yeah. It's just a smudge. Oh. Oh, it smells good in here. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my goodness.
This is our biggest studio.
Nice.
So all the rest of them are smaller. But we have the same shit in every room.
We gotta collect this kit.
Like a Neve and a CL1B and whatever.
Hey.
It's even the smallest, like tiny little production room. What do you want? We'll just bring it in there.
Fire.
So, you know, realizing that the majority of our work is overdubs. We still want the alarm or the C800 or whatever the fuck, sometimes the U87 and a fucking Apollo, whatever the fuck it is that your flavor is. We got it. And that's kind of been our thing for shit. We've been in this building since 95. 30 years this year in this building. And we were
That's fire.
around for probably 6 or 7 years before we moved in here.
Guys, as you can see, this studio is insane. Shout out to the owner for letting us walk through. Pretty much like the rest of the video, I'm just gonna like just show clips and footage of him walking us around the studio and just giving us like some pretty dope stories, as well as just pretty much how the studio operates and kind of I guess a lot of like the background of the history of the studio. So like I said, overall super dope experience from getting to play in one of the big rooms, aka the live room they had, and then getting a personal tour from the owner of Treesound Studios. So anytime I head back down to Atlanta, I probably will try to honestly book a session, because the way they have everything laid out is pretty cool. So this is the A control room, which is the biggest studio that they offer, and then pretty much from there we walk around and see the B room and some other side rooms that they have. But hope you guys enjoy. I'll check back in a little later at the end of the video, but until then, enjoy the studio tour.
Control room. This is where we do all our streaming shit from. So that's kind of like all the video control.
Yeah.
And then this is just another audio control room, you know, video. The console has only been here about 4 months. It's fully restored, so it's like brand new. And we're using every bit of it for bands. So it's really been like a blessing to have it. Like you hit the button and it fucking works. Holy shit. And then we've got tons of outboard gear like we do in the main studio. We have this room also ties to the stage where you guys were at. So like if you were doing full band recording and you wanted the drums in there on the stage, you could completely isolate them in the other room. Then you could do ISO booth 1 and 2, and then these furry boxes that are in the hallway here.
That's sexy.
That's crazy.
Other means of isolating cabinets. You could put a Leslie in there, a guitar amp or a bass amp or whatever, and then
Bro, what?
we got a couple of small studios here. We got offices. This is my office, which is really a storage room. You can't even walk through it. And then there's like a little lounge and kind of like kitchenette area there. Laundry room, bathrooms. This is kind of floating gear storage. So a lot of the stuff that, you know, people want in different rooms. This is another small production room. Bathrooms, showers, vocal booth, another little, nothing fancy, but you know, very effective kind of booth. More offices. This may become video editing. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but right now it's just kind of like random storage of video stuff. And we may turn it into a video editing room. We don't know. This is a little office, kind of lounge, whatever you want to call it. It's tied downstairs to Studio A. There's a little spiral staircase there. I just want to hit a switch, man. I want to talk to some machine who's always listening. So this is Studio B. It's got a decent sized booth, but oftentimes people just cut vocals right here in the room. And B have like 418 subs in each room. And, you know, and the smaller rooms are, you know, now I only have 2, but it's still absurd. I would play some Muscle Shoals. You guys know about Muscle Shoals?
Yeah, we know about Muscle
Shoals. Okay. There you go. Well, if you know the famous studio where all the people do tours, we have a church across the street.
Oh yeah.
And we've had it about 3 years. We're not really sure what to do with it. We're about to open like a coffee shop venue kind of thing.
That would be nice.
We don't know. We've been doing rehearsals, some writing camp.
You said don't step on it?
You know, we're not open to the public.
It's a little squeaky.
That's probably the time it feels like it's not.
He said, oh.
Jackson fucking Brown.
Wow.
Coming to headline. Tour rehearsals. We just did a 14-piece band with dancers.
What? What was the band called?
This is definitely vlog material. I'm like, yeah.
Are you really making this YouTube video out of this?
Of course. Of course. Like, so how'd you end up at Cookout walking by the car?
He's on Twitch right now.
He said, hey, you little did you know. Oh man, YouTube, that is going to do it. As you can see, the squad got the cookout in the drive-thru. Then they took off back to Nashville, but I sat inside because I only drove at the chat. But you guys will see what happened. I guess technically later on in this week in the next video. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for me. Shout out to the entire band. Shout out to Issa, her management, Alex, Jarren, Blair on keys, and my boy Erik on bass and key bass. But yeah, I had a wonderful time in Atlanta and can't wait to do it again. So this is your boy BJ. If you guys stayed this long, this is an hour-long video, the longest video I've ever uploaded on the channel. Man, thank you so much. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.